once I did any kind of video where I'm talking. So, you know, I had some time today. I'm sick. I'm off work. Perfect. I know I've shown like the first level a lot, so I figure maybe it's worth showing you know, some other areas, some later areas. This is one of the later areas in the game. It's always hard to, you know, figure out what's going to be a surprise and what's going to be actually, you know, something that gets people excited for the game, gets people to play it, but I guess I should probably lean towards the latter, because, you know, I don't know if people know much about the game. So, yeah, basically each hub world has one of these red star things. So those things, if you collect all 5 of them, then you get a seed, 6 seeds in each hub world. I've included this NPC in every world to kind of assist with figuring out where the levels are. So she'll kind of give a hint at the locations of each seed. Basically, I don't want people to have too much trouble finding the levels, you know? That goes doubly so. I have these beans. You'll be able to buy furniture in Rosie's cottage with the beans, but I think they also serve as very helpful towards letting you get get to each level. So I'm gonna go to this level. This one, not really any enemies in this one. This is more of a platforming focus stages. Here you see you have these jump pads. So one thing I've got turned on that you can't really see right now, but you'll see it a bit later in the level. You'll see it a bit later in the level. I have a thing turned on, a setting that I've implemented where on a kind of larger camera turns, you know, people were having some trouble with, you know, the automatic camera, right? Sometimes it might suddenly make larger movements. I mean, obviously I've tried to get rid of those, but, you know, I'm not perfect, right? So, it's kind of a secondary fail-safe. I have a system in place. You can turn this on and off in the options that will make Rosie kind of freeze on larger camera movements. So that they can't take you by surprise. So there you see a new thing that I've implemented. I'll wait until the camera gets a little bit closer to show. So she has a kick. When you're running, it becomes a slide, and if you use it in the air, it not only serves the purpose of kicking in the air, but it also acts as kind of an air stall. So there's the kick in action, and there's the air stall in action. So this is kind of a larger set piece. Keep in mind, this is one of the later levels in the game. So it seems daunting. It's because it kind of is supposed to be. This is probably one of the harder things, though. The game, I try not to get it too hard. You know, I'd like it if people were to just have fun with it. But you know, this is coming from someone who's, you know, I've played a lot of 3D platformers, and I would say like a lot of like 3D Mario games, they're very fun, but some of them actually could stand to be a little bit harder, I think. So I think of Mario 3D World, but a bit harder is kind of what I'm going for. So I've already beaten that level, which is why I didn't see any kind of change there. Now I'm actually going to head out of this area and show, I've actually never shown off this part, but so this would be the second overworld. Show off. So the second overworld, the first one you have the car, the second one you have this vehicle, which I call the land sail, something like that. There was one in Final Fantasy II. I don't know, whatever they call it there, that's what I'm calling it. There's nothing especially challenging about the overworld sections. They're meant to be a bit more exploratory and just kind of break things up in between the levels. But the land sail has a little bit of a challenge in terms of momentum. So while the car never has any issues driving on any of the roads, here you'll need to properly get yourself up hills by building momentum. And so there's a bit more controlling your speed in this section. So this is an earlier area, snow area. You can notice that sometimes Rosie has different outfits. Isn't that fun? So, I'm not going to dwell too much here. There's some ice physics in this area. They allow for a slide that goes pretty crazy. There's deeper snow, which will slow you down if you walk through it. Obviously, that comes into play a bit more in a few of the levels. But so my actual purpose was to show one of the mini games. So each hub world is going to have a mini game in it. Try to do this and talk at the same time. Basically, there will be a reason you'll discover to do these mini games. And you can do the mini games once you've completed all of the regular levels in a hub world. You'll be able to know which, I don't know if you noticed earlier when I was driving around, but there were some dots on my mini-map. And so you'll be able to know which areas you fully completed or not. The dots will go away once you've fully completed an area. So yeah, each mini-game will give you one of those medals, and there might be a reason for that. So now I'm actually going to continue going a bit further back, because I want to show off the car. I've made some changes to the car since I last talked. So, number one, the physics in the car are definitely improved. Number two, as you just saw, is drifting. You can drift now. So that's fun. So yeah, as you can see up on the mini-map, like I was talking about earlier, there's 3 dots. Those dots are there because I haven't done the mini-games in any of the areas. I'm driving to the beach world to show off one more level. It's a bit more of an involved level. I've shown it off before, but there's been some changes to it, so I'll just show it off one more time. It's an example of what I would call like a set piece kind of level, where, you know, things are happening around you. You know, stuff's exploding or whatever. There you saw an example of camera taking a live return and just freezing in place. Again, that is a setting that you'll be able to turn on and off. That's not something that has to be on. You know, if you find that it kills the momentum for you, you can absolutely turn it off. It's just there in case you find yourself being thrown off by larger camera changes. I personally don't use it, but I have it on right now just to make sure everything works well with it.
Piece of cake.
So that about does it, I think, for this update. You know, if it's nice to hear my voice. You know, it's been so long since we've spoken. It's been so long since all of my friends out there got to hear my voice. I'm gonna turn it off before I start saying anything too weird. Alright, see you next time.